It's May 2019, and after years of abuse, Tiffany Skeggs goes to Tasmania Police. She tells them she was abused by a nurse who works on a children's ward.
I went in there with the mindset of we can sure as hell stop it from happening to the next person.
More victim survivors come forward.
I wanted to stop him and keep other children safe.
So I automatically went, I can't keep this to myself anymore.
That nurse was charged, and soon after, James Jeffrey Griffin took his own life. But it didn't end there. Through a podcast,
would I investigate this story about a man?
The shocking details of his decades of abuse were revealed. This year, a special inquiry uncovered a litany of failures dating back 2 decades. Failures that allowed this paedophile to thrive.
Nothing short of devastating. And these agencies, the systems and the government directly responsible for over a decade's worth of child sexual abuse.
Let's go back to the year 2000. A man who'd bought a laptop off Griffin tells police he thinks it has child exploitation material on it. He hears nothing, and still concerned, he follows up the next year. Police dismiss it.
Images of young kids in bikinis is ignorable material or non-illegal material.
Fast forward a few years, Griffin is working on a children's ward, and the warnings are flooding in. A written warning about hugging an adolescent patient. Concerns about him kissing an 11-year-old on the forehead. A complaint he took photos up young girls' skirts on the Spirit of Tasmania. Police search his house and find a large number of photos of young girls. Again, dismissed. In 2011, the most blatant warning. A social worker sees him on the children's ward and tells the hospital he once abused her.
They said that he would cause too much of a fuss if he was taken from that ward.
2015, Australian Federal Police tell Tasmanian authorities Griffin has been discussing child abuse material online.
Nothing was done with it. It was actually it was filed inappropriately and no further action was taken.
We felt like concerns wouldn't be heard or followed through if we made concerns about certain people, in particular James Griffin.
I actually spoke to the nurse unit manager at the time and raised my concerns in his tendency to want to look after teenage girls. The response was that everyone has something to offer.
Here's more from that manager.
I always thought that education and redirection would change that behaviour.
You had had that view since 2008, is that right?
Yes.
It is by this stage 2017, is that right?
Yes.
At what stage should someone simply be moved away from children? That was a question.
Okay, I'm not sure of the answer to that question.
And it seemed no one at the hospital was trained to recognise grooming or other signs of child abuse.
And that's a deficiency that exists within LGH.
I agree, yes.
After his death, little changed.
Griffin was dead by November.
Yep.
Did you order an investigation into how a paedophile operated on a children's ward for 18 years at your hospital?
I would do that now with the information that I have.
No. Did you order such an investigation at the time?
No, I did not.
And Griffin wasn't the only one being accused of abuse at that hospital.
I could draw this out minute by minute of that day. The recollection, the smell, the room, the colours on the wall, every little piece, even the deodorant that paedophile was wearing.
The head of the state's health department finally said sorry.
I apologise for the failures of the Department of Health, in particular by the Launceston General Hospital.
But Tiffany Skeggs and other victim survivors just want change.
I am deeply fearful that upon this commission concluding that then there's nothing.